The battle for third comes down to 3 teams, but not everybody has an equal third of 33.33% chance of getting that spot. Welcome back, guys, to Fog of Football. Today, we're going to have a look at the battle for third, and we're going to see who is the favourites to get third. Now, keep in mind, as good as it is finishing third, you want to finish as high up the league table as you can. You want to finish the best of the rest. We all understand that, but that's not really why everybody wants to finish third. The real reason you want to finish third is because you want the guaranteed European group stage football that will be on offer for next season. Now let's talk a little bit about that, because with Celtic and Aberdeen both getting into the final of the Scottish Cup, that now means that these 3 teams will get some form of European football. That's as long as St Mirren don't pull off a massive miracle and come back and finish in the top 5. But as things stand, you've got Celtic and Aberdeen both in the Scottish Cup final. Therefore, there will be 5 places in the league allocated a European spot, because 2 teams that occupy the top 5 places are already in the cup final. So had St Johnstone won the Scottish Cup, for example, or Hearts won the Scottish Cup, which obviously ain't going to happen because we are shite, but if that did happen, then the 5th place in the league, that would have been gone. That wouldn't get you a European spot, because the European spot would go to the cup winner. But now, that's irrelevant. So Hibernian, Dundee United and Aberdeen, they will all get a European place, but the European spot that you want is the obviously guaranteed group stage football. Now, if Celtic win the Scottish Cup, 3rd place will get that spot. They will get the guaranteed group stage football. However, if Aberdeen win it, then they get the group stage football no matter what. Winning the Scottish Cup is actually what gets you the group stage guaranteed football. I think some people forget that, but yeah, winning the Scottish Cup gets you a better entry in Europe. It's a higher European qualification spot than finishing 3rd, but the reason people probably forget that is because more often than not, Celtic do win the Scottish Cup. Therefore, the place for winning, the European place for winning the Scottish Cup, it's normally always allocated. It drops down to 3rd in the league, but winning the Scottish Cup is how you get the group stage football. Now, that technically gives Aberdeen 2 chances. They can either win the Scottish Cup or they can finish 3rd to get group stage football, whereas Hibernian and Dundee United, the only way they can get it is by finishing 3rd in the league. So some people would argue, due to that matter alone, Aberdeen maybe have a better chance of getting it. But if we're talking solely based on finishing 3rd in the league, then I think it's got to be Hibernian who are massive favourites, and 1.3 thousand people who voted agree with that. So let's quick look at the league table here, refresh the memory. So we've got Hibernian in 3rd, and then you've got Dundee United and Aberdeen both in 4th and 5th. Now, goal difference is better for Dundee United than it is for Aberdeen. However, I would say a 5-goal swing can be overturned in the final 6, in the top 6 split, especially when you've got Celtic in there, because Celtic are capable of beating any of these teams 3, 4, 5-0, and that can just straight away, that can eliminate any deficit that you may have in the goal difference. So some people would say that Dundee United are effectively a point in front of Aberdeen. I don't think so, just due to the nature of the top 6 split, and it wouldn't be beyond the possibility that we could see Dundee United get a couple of heavy defeats in this, the remaining 5 fixtures. But you look at Hibernian, they have a 13-point goal difference. For me, I think that would be enough, because if you take the first, it's 17 compared to Aberdeen and 12 compared to Dundee United. That would be a lot of goals for them to lose over the next 5 games. But second of all, if any team here is going to get thumped off Celtic, I don't think it's going to be Hibernian. They're probably the team, it'd be them and Rangers, I think, who are less likely to get smashed off Celtic as things stand. So you're looking at Hibernian, a 3-point lead plus goal difference. In my opinion, that makes it a 4-point lead. I just don't see Hibernian being caught. I really don't see Hibernian being caught. I mean, if they can win 1 game, then it means that Dundee United and Aberdeen would need 7 points to overtake them. And to me, that's unlikely. I'm looking at United, I'm looking at Aberdeen. I don't necessarily see them picking up 7 points in the final 5 games out of 15. So I think Hibs, 1 win will probably guarantee them 3rd spot. St Mirren, I'm not even going to talk about them, but just for argument's sake, they need to win pretty much what? They need to win all 5 games, really, to have a chance. To have a chance. That is what it is. Yeah, winning 4 games would give them, what, 54 points, but... or 53 points, sorry, but that's not going to be enough. So, yeah, St Mirren, they could prevent teams from getting 3rd place, but they themselves, they aren't competing for 3rd, nor are they competing for 4th or 5th. So, yeah, looking at the league table, Hibs are obviously in control. They've got a 3-point lead, 4 points if you count the goal difference. 1 win really should guarantee them it. If they can pick up 2 wins, then they will 100% get 3rd spot, because Dundee United and Aberdeen, realistically, many points will they pick up? I mean, I think maybe a couple of wins at the most. I'd be surprised if they picked up any more than 6 or 7 points. So, yeah, we'll see. I'm going with Hibs. 83% of you guys are going with Hibs. 6% sorry, going with Dundee United. 10% going with Aberdeen. It's Hibs to throw away. Hibs are in the best form right now. I'd be shocked if they don't see it out. So, yeah, let's see. Michael Taylor says Aberdeen. Kieran Mowat says could be any of the 3 of them, but because of the form, Hibs at the moment have the... they think it will be them. I also think it will be Hibs. No shit, Sherlock. Alrighty. Johnny boy, nobody cares. Huns are out of Europe, that's what matters. Happy Easter. Well, I mean, that's almost like saying you're obsessed. That's like saying that, oh, you don't care about Scottish football, the only thing you care about is Rangers. So, strange comment to make there. Cody K says Dundee United underdogs just the way we like it. Already bagged Aberdeen. Hibs winning run will end. Always does. We will be there ready to take 3rd off their hands. I just don't see it. I think Dundee United earlier in the season were on a good run of form, and when they got into 3rd, I expected them to actually stretch the gap and get further ahead, but they got into 3rd and their form just completely derailed, and they were unable to pull away from Aberdeen. And then Hibs just came out of nowhere, and now I just don't see Dundee United doing it, but it is what it is. Callum McDougall says, Hibernian, best form team in Scotland. He's getting laughed at here, but I'm pretty sure, but statistically, Hibs are the best team in Scotland since this year. Hibs have picked up more points than anybody else. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe that stat is true. I think in 2025, Hibs have the most points in Scottish football. Or at least in the Scottish Premiership. I'm not too sure about lower leagues. Patrick says, why is Sevco not on the list? Because, same reason St Mirren ain't on the list, you fanny, because obviously it's going to be between these 3 teams, you know, like, well, whatever. I don't know why people need to be retarded, but it's obviously between these 3. Anyone suggesting that St Mirren or Rangers are going to be in there, it's just... nonsense. Pato says 49ers to get 3rd but miss the playoffs. Alright, don't think so. Adam Smith says Rangers. Again, why would Rangers be on this list? I know it's people trying to be funny, but there's nothing funny about it. It just does come across as sad and obsessed. We all know the battle for 3rd is between these 3 teams. Rangers are going to get 2nd, just like Celtic are going to get 1st. So, if that's the case, all these people that want me to put Rangers in this poll, by your own logic, I should be putting up a poll asking who's going to win the league, Celtic or Rangers, because it's not over yet. It's not mathematically decided. But all these people will go, well, obviously Celtic's going to win the league. Aye, well, obviously Rangers are going to finish 2nd, you fucking donuts. I mean, like, wake up and smell the coffee. Jesus Christ, right. All I say is, better question is, if Hibs form keeps up and Rangers stays the way it is it possible? It is possible. No, it's not possible, because Rangers would need to lose all 5 games. Hibs would need to win all 5 games. Now, out of the 2, I mean, I could see a way Hibs win all 5 games. I'm not saying that's impossible, but Rangers aren't going to lose their last 5 games in the split. It's just not going to happen. I mean, I wouldn't even suggest it. It's no possible. And Lloyd says Rangers, so I guess you just have people that, aren't really capable of thinking. But anyway, guys, overall, what I think is going to happen, I think Hibernian are going to get 3rd. And I am kind of looking forward to seeing it. I mean, they deserve it. They deserve to be in Europe. I'm not going to lie, just because I support Hearts or whatever. I'm not going to sit here and say I don't want Hibs in Europe. I obviously kind of wish they weren't, but right now they are they're the team in Scotland that I think will do the best in the Europa Conference League. Therefore, it's a good thing that they're in it, because we need a good run this season, upcoming season. I'm sick of Scottish teams just not performing. For way too long we've just seen teams be shite. So yeah, Hibs hopefully can break that mould, and this Hibs team on current form, I could see a way that they actually get out of the league phase. I say see a way, they should be getting out of it. Hearts should be getting out of it. Aberdeen should be getting out of it. I truly believe now that with this 36-team European Conference League phase, our teams, our clubs, the best of the rest, if you want to call them that, the Edinburgh clubs, Aberdeen, Dundee United, I mean, these clubs must surely be good enough to finish in the top 24 of a third-rate, 36-team European League. I think they should be, but we'll find out next year, guys. Anyway, that's it. Till next time. Peace.